Hello everybody and welcome to Dream Team Tonic. On to our next bit, the Mini League Top 11. Did you guys notice that?
I just noticed it now.
What's this? Hello everybody and welcome to Dream Team Tonic, episode 28. We're getting towards the end of the season now. Only a few weeks left, business end. It's been tight up the top, all the leagues. Transfers, minimal transfers left, very important decisions to be made. Been quite busy. Friday evening when the teams have been announced and stuff, we've been inundated with texts, messages on Twitter, on YouTube. Been quite a busy one. So we're going to jump straight into our teams and our plans, what we've done. We'll start off with mine. Made a couple of transfers. Maguire out. Obviously, we know he's probably he's been missing for most of the Premier League games. So whether he's back for that Europa League final, I'm not too sure. So I had to get rid of him. I pumped for the Robertson transfer after a bit of a discussion with the boys. I don't think James would have been advising me to do it, but I just think I've got to go differential to other people and try and make ground. He's not had an attacking return since when, James?
It was 19th of December. It was his last attacking return.
Yeah, so I thought he was due one. It didn't quite go to plan. Alexander Arnold got one. He got an attacking return at the last minute with a great header from Alisson. I think we'll touch on that a little bit later. Rudiger and Azpilicueta both got zeros with their 1-0 defeat to Leicester. Fair play to Leicester. Fair play. Mendy never even touched the grass in that game. Mount, 0 from him. Foden, never got on the pitch. Fernandez yet to play. Got a goal from Salah. And another transfer I made. I took out Greenwood for Mane. Just with United having the one game this week and Liverpool having the two, trying to maximise the amount of fixtures. With one transfer left, I think, obviously, I'll be putting a United asset back in as we go to the last game of the season and the Europa League final. So I'll be switching that back. But Mane, he got an assist. He didn't manage to get a 7 rating. And Son got a 7 rating for me. So, yeah, lost out on 10 points there with Harry Kane getting 13. That's my team. That's how it went. Not great, but still some games to come. On to your team, Ben.
Yeah. So I've got 34 points so far. I made a couple of changes this week. I went for Mendy. I took him out for Alisson.
Yummy.
He's gone and scored a goal in the last minute. Unbelievable. So Mendy didn't play against Leicester in the FA Cup. So I thought he might get rested again in the league. I don't know. Might not now. I just thought he might have been, if they won the FA Cup. I don't know, yeah. I just thought maximise the fixtures. Alisson's got nice fixtures. 3 winnable games. I thought he'd get a clean sheet today. He didn't, but he made up for it with a super goal. And then Harry Maguire were brought in last week for De Bruyne to try and get a 3 for 0. Got injured in the first game last week. So he should be out till the Europa League final, so it weren't worth keeping him. So I jumped on the Trent train and brought him in, and he got me an assist, so 5 points. Azpilicueta got nothing. Ben Chilwell came on off the bench.
We're not going to touch on Chilwell.
Unbelievable, that was unbelievable. He's come on. He's had a good chance. Schmeichel's just tipped it onto the post, and then he's gone and shot or something. It deflected off the keeper. It's hit Morgan and went in the goal. Oh, unbelievable. disallowed for offside by millimetres, weren't it?
It's a tight
Yeah.
call.
For me, when you go back to the offside rule, it's not offside, is it?
He was
They should
offside,
be
mate.
counting them goals.
He was offside.
According to the rules, yeah. But, I mean, you've got to give these advantages. I like the old rule where it was, as long as there's no daylight between them, he's onside. I just think, like, you see the positioning of the feet. What advantage is he getting just by being lent a little further forward?
Yeah.
It's tosh.
But if that's the rules at the start of the season, they can't change it for the FA Cup final.
Definitely, mate. And when it comes up with a moment like that, when he's beating his chest with his badge and stuff, and then, I mean, you can't write
Shocking,
stuff
really.
like that, can you?
We gave him his career and everything, and he's gone and done that. I know the fans
Yeah.
are probably booing him all the way through the game, though, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. A bit on both sides, I think, that, isn't it?
Schmeichel had a good game, didn't he? He came out with some worldly saves.
Unbelievable.
Amazing.
It's like
Top keeper.
written in the stars when he was going to win us the FA Cup.
Yeah, it's good to see as well with all the stuff that went on with the European Super League and stuff. I don't know. It's just a little bit of an up yours.
Yeah.
Sorry, James. I know being a Liverpool fan, but it was good to see. We're happy for Leicester. Obviously happy for you, Ben, as well.
Yeah.
Good moments then. It's been a long time since I've had one of them moments, but yeah, they're magical then. Winning a trophy. It's still got a bit of magic there.
Hell of a goal to win it as well. I mean, what a lovely strike.
Yeah. Absolute beauty.
Unbelievable.
Tillemans, we've touched on him a few times this season. He's a top draw player. A little bit, I don't know. You can't really get him in your dream team because he's not a prolific scorer, but he's a top player.
Yeah. Bruno Fernandez hasn't played yet. Mahrez didn't play on Friday. He was on the bench. I thought I'd just leave him in.
Yeah,
he's been brilliant when he's played lately, so worth keeping him.
yeah.
Mason Mount 0, and then today we had Harry Kane 13 points and Salah 8, and Rashford doesn't play till Tuesday. So that's me. What about you, James?
31 points this week. Takes me up to about 700th place. I couldn't claim that my transfers this week were very successful. Brought in Jota for Iheanacho. Now it's turned out that Jota's out for the season, so that's a bit annoying.
Yeah.
There's nothing I could have done about that. I also brought in Mahrez from Maguire, even though I knew he wasn't starting. I really agonised over that decision, and I know a lot of people wouldn't have done it probably, but Mahrez didn't play at all last week, so I thought, well, he's got to keep his rhythm going. He's probably going to come off the bench.
Yeah.
He didn't come off the bench. That was annoying. Surely he's got to start the next game. You can't not play for 2 or 3 weeks and then go into a Champions League final, can you? What do you think,
I don't
boys?
think so.
I wouldn't expect so. I was in the same boat as you. I took a -4 for him in FPL to bring Mahrez in, so I wasn't happy about that either. But yeah, surely he plays the next game, doesn't he?
He's got to, surely. I mean, unless they're hiding an injury or something.
Yeah.
Or
if there's a niggle.
or a knock that they're trying to finally get over. I really don't see him not playing the next game. I'd be amazed, but you never know with Pep, do you? That's the trouble.
No.
So my 31 points this week came from Cancelo. Only 4 players: Cancelo, Trent, Salah, and Kane. The rest of my team blanked. 31 points doesn't sound very good, but I'm looking around at my mini league rivals, and there's not many that have got more, substantially more than that. So can't be too unhappy. So I'm consolidating my positions. I think my final 2 transfers are probably going to bring in some United forwards because I don't really have any coverage there at the moment. So Jota will have to go out ASAP because he's out for the season, and probably bring in one United forward. Might save the other transfer. Bring in another one before the European games. KDB, of course, could be an option. But he hasn't played yet, so at the moment it's looking like I'll be bringing in 2 United forwards with my final 2 transfers, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think it's sensible. Yotta's obviously made one of the decisions easily.
Yeah, exactly. The
It's
question
such a
is,
shame that, isn't it?
yeah, which is going to be from Cavani, Rashford, or Greenwood, isn't it? The 2 from those 3, I think.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I'll have to keep an eye on the form, the minutes they're playing, etc.
yeah. Yeah, very unfortunate. Let's let's jump across and into some listeners' questions. A few different ones here. Straight across to Connor. He's got a couple for us. Who are your shouts for Player of the Season? We'll jump over to you, James.
Right. Well, I thought to make this interesting, I'd pick a player from each position to for my player of the season. So, in goal, I would say Martinez has been probably the outstanding keeper this year. Well,
Yeah,
certainly, no, I don't think anyone was expecting him to be quite that good. He did look pretty good at Arsenal, but
yeah,
he's been amazing this year, racking up loads of saves. So that's my pick for the goalkeeper position. In defence, it's a little bit harder. I was tossing up between Cancelo and Diaz. Cancelo, from a dream team points perspective, has been amazing.
yeah,
But if it's just pure player of the season, I think I'd have to go for Diaz. He's made a hell of a difference to that City back line. Boring midfield pick, Bruno Fernandez. Trailed off a little bit in the last few weeks, but over the course of the season, he's been absolutely outstanding.
yeah.
In the striker position, I've gone for Timo Werner.
Love it, love it.
No, only joking. I've gone for Iheanacho because I think he's come out of nowhere, and he's been a bit part player for most of his career at Leicester, but this season he looks like he's finally come to the fore. I'm imagining Ben would have picked Iheanacho as well, but we'll see.
Go on, Ben.
Yeah, in goals, I agree with you. I went Martinez. He's been brilliant this season. Unbelievable, really.
Yeah,
He's tailed off a little bit the last few games, but he's definitely been the best keeper this year. In defence, I've gone Diaz. I just think he's transformed that City defence, and he's been like their Van Dijk this season, hasn't he? And I want to give a shout out for Dallas as well. Dallas has been brilliant from a football's perspective, not from a dream team perspective. Like he's
as a defender, a
yeah,
midfielder, or a striker. What position we
yeah.
putting Dallas in?
Well, he's classed as a defender in the game, so I'm putting him down as a
That's
defender.
crazy.
But eight goals for Dallas this year, and some cracking performances as well. Midfield, you can't really go wrong with Bruno. 18 league goals this year, most of them penalties. but
Yeah,
another shout out for Foden as well. Foden's been unbelievable.
yeah.
Been about time he got a run in the team compared to what he's been doing. And up front, I've gone Harry Kane. Was it 13 goals, 30 goals for the season, 16 assists over the whole of all the competitions? Just unbelievable, really. So,
Yeah, you were the first name I put down, Harry Kane, and he seems an obvious choice, but Spurs have been so poor for long periods of this season as well. But in the Premier League, 21 goals in Premier League, 13 assists, 34 goal involvements in a poor Spurs team. Yeah, I can't look past Harry Kane for that. I mean, it's brilliant. If he does move on this season, he goes to City. City are crying out for a striker, aren't they? If he went to City, he's going to fill his boots there. For me, when he's on song, he's best striker in the world. best number 9. He's the complete player. So yeah, he's still done all right in a poor team. I had Diaz down as defender. Right to say, he's completely rejuvenated that City back line. I think he dragged John Stones along with him, turned John Stones into a world beater. And then them two allowing the likes of Cancelo to prosper going forwards. I think Cancelo's obviously improved again going forwards, probably from Diaz keeping it so tight at the back and enabling players like him to do that. Foden for midfield, yeah. I think we knew last year how good Foden is. It's when he gets on the pitch and he's able to show it. And this season he's done it a lot more. One of the most improved players I've Mason Mount. I think
I was waiting for that.
I think when you look at him in the same boat as Foden, I think we kind of expected it with Foden.
Yeah.
We were just waiting for him to get the game time. Whereas with Mount, I think he's turned into a complete midfielder. Some of his performances, especially in Champions League and stuff, have been absolutely phenomenal. He's just been unbelievable. And consistently good all season. Even when Chelsea were going through a bit of a sticky patch, Mount were up there. They were playing well. So yeah, that's my players touched on. I think there's some good names there. But if I were to pick one, I think it's Harry Kane playing in that poor Spurs team. And hopefully he can carry it on in summer.
Yeah.
For England, and he's not. I think the last tournament we entered when we had Kane, he were a bit jaded, weren't he? After a long season. But when you're carrying a club the way to Spurs, I think every time you get to the summer, you can get a little bit tired. But yeah, good question. Enjoyed that. His second question is, I think this is a discussion we've already had. Have you guys thought about possibly having webcams? Which, if they could only see us now, we are on a webcam. Yeah. We are seeing each other for the start of next season. He thinks it could help with boosting the production quality and make it more engaging for the YouTube listeners. It is something we touched on, Connor, and it is definitely something we're looking into for next season. We're going to try and get something together, get our faces out there, and it is about more getting you guys engaged and letting you ask questions and letting us answer them live. I think, the interaction would make it a lot more enjoyable for everyone, I think, for the questions and the answers to be live. So, yeah, it is something we're going to sort as soon as we get something together. Hopefully, as soon as we kick off episode 1 of season 2, hopefully that's the way we're going.
Yeah.
So, yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that.
Yeah, we were on about maybe doing a deadline stream, didn't we say that for maybe next Sunday for the last games? Because people always send loads of questions into us, don't they? And like panicking, and we're trying to answer them while doing our own teams as well. So it might be easier just to do like half an hour before the deadline. Just do like a live stream on Twitter or YouTube.
Yeah, we're in the last 2 weeks of the season. Everyone's got 3 or 4 transfers knocking around.
Yeah.
The City lineup come out, and it was just an absolute travesty. And everyone panicked, I think, including all of us. I think we were just looking at it like, what? This just doesn't help anybody, does it? I had that Mahrez transfer planned all week. Maguire's going out, Mahrez in. Simple. Happy days. I don't even have to think about it. And then that comes out. Yeah. All the people, like I say, so many messages, and it was a little bit tricky. I think we got to everybody. I don't think I missed anybody. I don't think you guys missed anybody out.
No.
Hopefully, everyone got their answers that they needed just before that game. And I think a little bit of the same when the Chelsea lineup come out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good to know that there's that many people that are putting their trust in us to have a bit of an input into the team, especially when there's a lot of money online in some of these leagues.
Yeah.
Got some crazy amounts of money bandied about for second, third place. Even, not even just the ones that win. So we take that on our shoulders, don't we? Not had any abuse yet, so we're doing all right. Yeah, definitely moving forwards. There'll be a few more interactive things where it won't just be you listening to us from a day earlier. There'll be a few more live things coming up. So yeah, cheers, Connor. Right, Ash has been on, and he wants to know what's been the best differential player that has been transferred in at any point in the season. Now we don't know whether he means into our teams or whether he's pointing towards who has probably been the best option for maybe 1 game, 2 games, someone who's jumped on early. We'll go to you, Ben.
I bet I know what his differential pick was.
Well,
Yeah.
I was thinking this when it popped up and Ash asked this question. I'm thinking he just wants a shout out, doesn't he?
Yeah. What a pick it was as well. Ferran Torres coming for Ash. Was it 28 points?
Absolute banger. You don't usually nail him like that, but yeah, that's a great shout. I've got it down here first. Ash, Ferran Torres.
Yeah.
Don't do much better than that.
Should play the last few
Go on,
games
James.
as well.
Well, yeah, that's it. So before the final, he's probably going to get another sniff. He's going to get another sniff to bang a few more in. What do you reckon, James?
Yeah, well, I've had some success this year with. I brought in Gareth Bell before some of his major hauls. He went on a 2 or 3 game streak, and then fell off a cliff, and then he fell out with Mourinho. But yeah, that worked out well for me, and I think a few others. Jota, I bringing in Jota was near the start of the season. Well, that worked out quite well as well.
Yeah.
Not many people went with him. And then when he came back, he started banging him in again. Now he's injured. So, yeah, that would be my picks.
Yeah, got on Bale. You got on Bale at the right time, didn't you? Definitely. You had the big hauls, and then, like you say, just fell off a cliff. When everyone started transferring him in, he just went missing, which were good. What about you, Ben?
Yeah,
personally,
my best one was today. Alisson. Everybody's on Edison or Mendy at the moment, aren't they? So I jumped across. When I see Mendy went playing, I just went, oh, I've got 4 transfers left. I went and I thought, I'll do the Alisson move, try and double up for Liverpool defence. And he's gone and scored a goal. And also shout out to Mahrez as well. Mahrez has been really good for me when I brought him in. He's been really good, and he was only around 10% for a long time owned.
Yeah, he was only owned because of his rotation, weren't he?
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden, bang! He was just starting every game. It's just got a little bit silly. Just went from there. Some good shouts there. One of the differentials that sticks out to me. I didn't bring him in, but we did discuss it on the pod. Was Vinicius for Spurs back in the cup game, and it was a great time to bring him. Just transfer him in for that cup game, and then you get your 5 transfers back to transfer out, and he come in and scored an hat-trick. So that were a good one. That were one that stuck out to me. And getting on the Gundog train early doors when De Bruyne obviously went missing and Gundog got put a bit further forward. So being on that train early was a decent shout. Obviously, you never know how they're going to go. And one more personally for me was the Mason Mount one. Although he's never done major hauls since, I think, quite early in the season, when you see how improved he was. I think I did a little thing on Twitter about him, about his form and going forward. And I think he's just been consistently, although not this week, but consistently 7 ratings. So he's been a decent point scorer. But yeah, no super subs for me where a keeper's come on and scored a goal or a Torres hat-trick, but yeah, some good ones there. Good question. Ash, fair play for that Torres one. You absolutely nailed it there. But yeah. Right, one for you here, Ben. Ian told in the always asking, are we setting up a Facebook Tonic group?
Yeah, we've already got a Facebook page, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's Dream Team Tonic on Facebook, so just pop along there and we're always available to messages and stuff. So
yeah,
we've also talked about setting up a WhatsApp group, haven't we, for next season?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that might work. Obviously, a lot of ideas flying around, isn't there? And we have got, although we've got the Euros, we won't be podding. We're going to do some pods before the Euros, but I don't think we'll be podding during the Euros. We've got a bit of time just to get a lot of things tied up and a lot of the ideas put in place for next season. So excited by it all.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have got a Facebook group. If you want to head over there, Ian, if that's the platform you rather message via or speak via, that's up to you, man. Fergie's apprentice. Been chatting to him quite a bit over the last few days, and he's spent all his transfers, so he's not got a question. He just wants us to give him a bit of a prayer. He's trying to chase down the leader in his mini league, but we're hoping he gets there. You never know. I think he put Dallas in the other day. Who didn't get a 7 rating? You watched the game. How's he not come out with a 7 rating?
Did Dallas not?
You're
Did
brilliant,
Dallas
Dallas.
not get a 7 rating? I didn't notice.
No, I got 6.7. Unbelievable.
I thought that was an 8-pointer.
Yeah, I thought guaranteed. There's a message to say it. Yeah, 6.7. Unbelievable. Anyway, on to our next bit, the mini league top 11. Did you guys notice that?
I just noticed it now.
What's
yeah.
this? We've got the mini league top 11 on. First time this season. A little bit of an alteration. And it's just because I'm worried I'm going to tail away and I'm not going to get any closer than 11. So who's reading this out, lads?
I'll do it if you want.
Go on then, James.
So in 11th place, we've got Tony's Dream Team Tonic 11.
Get in there! I'm on it! Mum, I've made it!
In 10th place, we have Wiggy's Wanderers, Sam Wignall. In 9th, Hodor FC, Peter Brown. 8th, Legend 2, Tom Brinley. 7th, Trent Enders, Mick Byram. 6th, Dodgers Sisters Athletic. Oh shit, that's me. Yay! In 5th place, The Villains, Wayne Herbert. 4th place, Dream Team Professor, Scott Harris. In 3rd, Ben's Dream Team Tonic 11.
Come on! Still up there.
In 2nd, by 1 point, the Smoking Guns, Lee Allett. And at the top, Fergie time, Andrew Ferguson. It's going to be tight between those two going into the final games with 1 point separating first and second.
Oh, I tell you what, only 15 separating top 3. Ben's
True.
there.
Yeah, he's hanging in there.
Allison will score me a couple more before I get up.
That's it.
Well, his goal Allison's goal record is one in 137 games, Ben. So you might be waiting a bit longer.
I'll be on penalties next week.
I was reading something earlier. He scored more Premier League goals than Ryan Brewster.
Yeah.
How much for 20 million?
Unbelievable.
Crazy. Good fun. Anyway, yeah, only 15 points separating it. It's going to be close, that, isn't it? It's going to be close. Trophy on the line. I'm sure Fergie's worrying about that more than that big check at the top of the league. Right. Let's go to the top 1K most owned percentages. Let's fire over to you there, Ben.
Yeah, at number 1, we have Bruno Fernandez. He's in 99.4% of teams in the top 1K. So only 6 teams haven't got him.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy how everyone's been happy to get rid of Kane, Salah, De Bruyne at points in the season, but nobody. I don't think we've ever seen him drop lower than 96. Has he?
He did drop a couple of percentages, didn't he? 2 weeks ago, I think. But
yeah, the picture changed, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Harry Kane second, 71%. He's dropped quite a bit.
Yeah.
Probably because of the United thing last week, free games last week. So a lot of people jumped on that. Salah, 71.2%. Cancelo, 61.4%. Ruben Diaz, 59.9%. Kevin De Bruyne somehow is in 56.9% of teams still. He's been out for 2 weeks now. That's a bit of a shock. But they want him for the final, don't they? So, but it's one game.
Yeah.
Would you keep him in for one game? I don't know. I wouldn't.
No, I was straight out.
Yeah.
Straight out.
Tony Mount's son, Mason Mount, 53%. Marcus Rashford, 51.1%. Edouard Mendy, 50.6%. Phil Foden, 46.3%. And then Riyad Mahrez, 44.1%. Anybody else on the list that you want to talk about?
No.
Chilwell.
Sure.
You got
What?
183 managers that are devastated.
That's weird though, isn't it? Because I just put him in my team, and he was like nailed in the team for ages. Alonso wasn't even coming on. Got Allison on the brain, and I'm
No.
saying Allison.
Yeah.
Alonso wasn't playing at all, and then he came in and scored, didn't he? In the semi-final, was it semi-final? Oh, he scored against City in the league,
Yeah, that winner.
and then he played again at the weekend. So I was surprised about that. I thought Chilwell would come back in and start that game. Yeah, so that's and Cavani, he come in for a lot of people for Harry Kane, I would imagine, for the 3-0.
Yeah.
But even though he doesn't play every game, you've still got that chance of him scoring a goal off the bench, haven't you?
Yeah, he just knows where the net
Yeah.
is, doesn't he? Cavani. Quality.
Yeah.
Just dicky knees. Dicky knees. Right, we jump across to the transfer then. Let's see what crack is, James.
Yeah, if you look at the figures, there's not a huge amount of transfers in this week. So
Yeah.
the top two are Cavani and Werner, which is a surprise. So 1% of teams brought those in. That's equates to about 6,000 transfers each. And then you've got another little band of players that have been brought in by 4,000 people, which is Mahrez, Reece James, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Mason Mount. And then the next group is Havertz, Chilwell, Azpilicueta, Walker, Sterling, Foden. So people obviously loading up on,
Yeah.
players for the remainder of the season with extra fixtures, etc. Any surprises on there for you boys? I see Stuart Dallas has crept in at the bottom there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't surprise me though.
No.
I think
No.
when you look at Leeds fixtures and the way he's played all season, I think it was a good shout. Dallas, Rafinha, even Bamford. I just think if 3 good fixtures, the players that are playing well, Leeds will look really good. Like since they seem a little bit more solid nowadays as well. They're a great team to watch. Yeah.
Just so much rotation on that list, isn't there? Players that have been rotated. It's just very frustrating.
Yeah.
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 Got the Pep Roulette and then the Thomas Tuchel tickle.
It's been a bit frustrating, hasn't it? That's why as well. I've just been saying about Liverpool all week.
Yeah.
Is they're nailed, especially now Yotta's injured. If anyone could have afforded Mane tonight, which is what I did in my side, was if I could get Mane and get him in, because now I think Mane and Salah are nailed for the rest of the season.
Yeah, definitely now.
Like next 2 games anyway, because of Yotta's injury. But yeah, there's just the rotation has been painful. Like you're saying with Chilwell and Alonso out of the picture. Chilwell, he's nailed.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's not actually, because now Alonso's played the last 2 games. Yeah. let's see who suffered then. The transfers out. I think this is, most transferred out. Harry Maguire, 16,500, which isn't any surprise. And the next name, Kane, 7,500 transfers out, which again isn't a surprise. De Bruyne, 5,000 transfers out. So, like I say, still people getting rid of him. He's still highly owned, though, isn't he?
I'm surprised he's not got sold by more managers.
Yeah. Like I say, some people probably thinking that they would put him back in. They don't want to use 2 transfers on him. Which is fair enough, but you've got a dead weight for 3 games, or because it's been a couple of weeks now as well, maybe 4 games. Lingard's soon on the transferred out list, 4,500. His form seems to have tailed a little bit. So he's a hot streak. Iheanacho and Jota next at 2,500 transfers out apiece. Obviously, them Jota managers will be happy because I presume that was before he got injured. Anybody else? I mean, Souček. Souček's on the list. 1,200 transfers out. I mean, he's a bit of a punt.
He was on fire at the beginning of the season, wasn't he? Or midway through the season, scoring loads of goals.
Yeah, he was. He's dangerous. Yeah. Nothing else really surprising on there. There's just a few been dragged through. Aubameyang, 600 transfers out. Tyrone Mings, what's he doing there? 600 transfers out. Yeah. Not much going on there. Anything else that surprises you?
No, Patricio.
No, not really.
Patricio, yeah, another one.
Well, I suppose you'd be surprised that anyone had Patricio in the first place.
That's it, yeah.
I had him last year at the beginning of the season when Wolves were in the Europa League because of the extra fixtures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was my main keeper for most of last season. But with no European games this year, I didn't even consider him. And to be fair, they've been rubbish this year, haven't they, Wolves, really?
Yeah, they really have tailed off this year, haven't they? They've gone a step backwards for them. Definitely a step backwards.
They miss Jimenez, don't they?
Yeah,
I mean, he was the focal point of the team. Massive loss to that team, Jimenez.
And
Hopefully he'll be back next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Jimenez and Jota, they're a missed any team, really, aren't they?
Well, they got rid of Doherty as well. That was I still don't understand why they sold Doherty for effectively, it was only 10 million or something. And he was one of their best players. I know he was sort of pushing into his 30s, but I thought Spurs got a bargain there, but then he's hardly played for Spurs, so maybe
he's gone backwards,
right
hasn't he?
after all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we're in the last year of his contract. I'm not too sure at the time what we're going on there, but yeah. I thought it was a great signing for Spurs, but Jesus Christ, he has gone backwards, Doctor.
Yeah.
But then again, he's playing in a poor Spurs side. That Wolves side he were playing in were a good unit, a very good unit, and he were a pivotal point of it. His runs into them box from right hand side as a right back were really important to them.
Yeah, he was on my wish list at the start of the season. I think he had him in a few teams, but yeah.
Because you're thinking if he could bring that form to a better side in Spurs, you're thinking, sure, that's loads of points there, isn't it, Doherty?
Yeah.
We're holding down that right hand side, but it's never happened, has it? Right, well, the differential league. It's been a bit of a. You got on a train and buggered off, haven't you, really, Ben? You left us behind. Do you know as well? I did look at Ferran Torres when I was scouting through the under 10%. I scrolled past him. Torres. No, I looked crap last game. I just scrolled on by, and when he got that hat trick, I thought, that's what I needed. That's what I needed to claw my way back into it. But there's only a couple of weeks left now. I don't think we're going to be able to catch you. We'll try, but it'll take something special. It takes something like, I don't know, a goalkeeper knocking up and scoring a goal and something amazing. But yeah, so that'll be updated later on in the week. Right, on to the Dream Team Euros. So we know you're not playing this, are you, James? You're having a well-earned break, aren't you, mate?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a nice little break. I'm gonna spend some time in the summer planning my multi-team strategy for next year's dream team.
Love
Um,
it.
I want to come back refreshed. I want to miss it
Mhm.
over the summer. I know that sounds weird, but
Yeah,
I want to come back fresh and motivated. And I know that if I miss fantasy football for a few couple of months, I'll be raring to go
Yeah.
again next year.
definitely. Definitely. We're supportive of that, aren't we?
Yeah, don't blame
But
you.
we're going to be running the Dream Team Tonic Euro 2020 Cash Mini League. Me and Ben both got a couple of sides in there. Um, we're going to run a side together, aren't we? Not in the league, Ben,
No.
but we're going to do one in the main thing. Try and put our heads together and try and bring the 50k home.
Yeah.
Who knows? So anyway, to the Cash Mini League. If you've not seen it on Twitter, I'll just give you a quick rundown of what it is. It's £5 per team, 2 teams max. You've got to have your team in by the deadline, which is Friday 11th of June. The prize pot will be confirmed, like the prizes will be confirmed when we know what the prize pot is. Obviously, once everyone's entered, the first place obviously will win the first place prize, but they'll also get a trophy, the Dream Team Tonic Euro Trophy. So a little bit more to play for. Payment is easy. If you go to the website, we accept. There's a PayPal link on there. You can just pay through PayPal. It's nice and secure. Or you can send it by backs. My details are on there. Get it all in the pot. More details are on there on the website as well. Just if you go to dreamteamtonic.com, there should be a sticky blog on there. If you need any more information, if you need more information than what's on there, just drop us a message on Twitter or send us an email. All the information's on the website and on our Twitter. But yeah, it'd be good to have as many people as we can on that. It'd be a good laugh through the summer. Also, each week, or the last couple of weeks, we've run a in for a quid on Fan Team. It's only a pound. Big prizes on offer, isn't there, James?
There are. I've been trying to think all weekend what I'm going to do with my £4.60.
Yeah,
I think I've won it. Yeah, we get involved, guys. Come and join us. We'll get that prize pot up to more respectable levels, and yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Come and join us.
It's just a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Hence the in it for a quid. I mean, if you can afford a quid, just throw a quid in, put your team in. And obviously, the more the merrier. If we get 50, 60, 70 teams,
Yeah.
all of a sudden it's a decent little pot for nothing.
Yeah, keep building up each week. Get more people involved. It's basically FPL rules, isn't it? One team, 1 week. Pick a team from the game week, every game week. So
Yeah. We stick the fixtures up so you know which fixtures you're picking from. FPL scoring points, like same rules basically. Pick a captain, a vice captain, just in case your captain don't play. Just a bit of fun. Something to especially if you're not doing very well in your mini leagues and stuff like that. You've not much to play for. It's just a bit of fun for the weekend. So yeah, if you've not been over to the website yet, get over there. All the blogs are on there from James, Ben, Reem, Louis, Max, Reese, Lee, Steve, and Mike. A lot of good stuff in all game formats, from Dream Team to FPL to Sky, Fantasy Football, and Fan Team. Shout out to ffstuff.co.uk, Frank, for his graphics. I always forget to do that. But yeah, cheers, Frank. It's a great website. Get yourself over there if you want to check out the stats and stuff. Yeah, we are in the last few weeks of the season. Are you guys ready for a break? Or?
no,
No.
keep going.
Seems
Looking
like
forward
we've
to
only just got
yours.
going. Yeah, definitely. Keep us going through summer. Like I say, we won't be podding, but we will be about on Twitter and stuff. There might be something upcoming as regards to a few podcasts for Fan Team. That's just a work in progress at the minute. We'll let you all know. And yeah, some some things in the pipeline, exciting news for next year regarding prizes and other stuff. So a lot going on behind the scenes that you might not know about, but we're going to try and make Dream Team Tonic bigger, better next year, more interactive, more live, and yeah, you'll get to see our ugly mugs as well, which everyone always see.
Speak for yourself, mate.
Right, anyway, thanks very much for watching. If you haven't hit subscribe, please crack that subscribe button and just subscribe to us, get notified whenever the videos are coming out. And if you've not followed us on Twitter, please hit the follow. It's appreciated. Yeah, good night from me.
Good night from me.
And good night from me.
We'll speak to you next week. See you later.